Good morning, students. So we would continue to discuss Edmund Spencer poem Ice and Fire. As I told you in the beginning, ice and fire are opposite to each other. So there is a paradox, there is a contradiction in the title, Ice and Fire, because these two objects, these two things have very dissimilar characteristics. And in this poem, the poet has juxtaposed these two opposite words, opposite meaning words, and he tries to bring out the similarity in that. And how is it possible? You will come to know after reading the poem. So in the poem, the poet compares the beloved. It is a simile. It is a metaphor. It is a literary term which is prescribed in your course. What is a simile? Simile is a direct comparison. So in this poem, the poet compares beloved to the ice. Now, and lover to fire. The ice and fire are opposite to each other, literally, but they are different qualities. They have different qualities. But the poet uses this comparison very beautifully. Very beautifully, he tries to bring out some similarities in it. The poet wants to say that the beloved is hard-hearted, whereas the lover is full of passionate feelings. Hard-hearted means the beloved is not giving any response to his love. She is not willing to accept his love. Apparently, it looks like that she is not giving any consideration to the lover, and the lover is perplexed, is sad that his love is rejected. So that is the sad plight, the sad condition of a lover is described apparently in the poem. The poet wants to say that beloved is hard-hearted. Hard-hearted means that she is not giving any response to his request, which he is making and again to accept his love. So this was the time of courtly love, because we are discussing a poem of Elizabethan age, where such kind of relations were not quite open. And the people have many considerations, and there is coyness, and there is some societal pressure. So the lives of people were not so open, and particularly for the female, for the woman, it was not. It doesn't look quite graceful that she accepts her lover openly or directly. So that kind of tradition goes on in our times, in our society also. It is not considered a good practice when boys and girls meet openly without any barriers. So here also in our society, in present time also, the parents take all considerations that the young girls and boys do not meet in a lonely place. They don't spend time separately. So that is the thing which I think we feel quite at ease to understand the poem. But in Western culture, in Western society, where the society is open, so the people consider such kind of behavior as a timidness, as a weakness. So you can say that how far they have gone in that direction. But the time would tell that they are heading in a right direction or a wrong direction. What kind of symptom, what kind of result it would present to them, the time would show that. But there must be some modesty in relationship. So that's the thing. The poet wants to say that the beloved is hard-hearted. Hard-hearted means, as I told you, that she is not giving any response. She is not accepting his love. Whereas the lover is full of passionate feelings. In this way, the hard-heartedness of the beloved is compared to ice. Ice is a symbol of coldness. So similarly, his beloved is cold towards him. She is not giving any response. She is not giving any indication that whether she loves him or not. Uh, the passionate feelings of the lover is compared to fire. Uh, uh, the poet wonders that despite so much extreme feelings, uh, that the lover is quite curious and quite eager, uh, and he is burning with passionate feelings, but he is unable to persuade the beloved to accept his love. The poet wonders that how it is possible, because the fire melts everything, even the material like copper and metal are melted by fire. But here, in this case, the fire is not able to melt the beloved. In other words, that the lovers' feelings are so intense, so passionate, but he is unable to move, to attract, yet to fascinate the beloved. It is quite strange. In contrast to his request, the beloved has become more adamant. Adamant means she is become more indifferent, you can say. Adamant means indifferent. She is not giving any response towards him, to his request. It is also strange that his affection does not become less despite her hard-heartedness. So there is another aspect. For example, if someone doesn't like you and doesn't love you, then he makes or she makes her own way. But here in this case, although that she is not accepting his love, but he is again repeatedly persuading her to accept his love, and he is not dissuaded by his rude behavior. So that is quite strange. Moreover, the poet says he feels more enchanted. Enchanted means fascinated towards her. In other words, his flames of love are multiplied. Instead of becoming, or his feelings diminishes, but rather becoming low, but rather his feelings are multiplying. His love is increasing by his rudeness, by his rejection. So that is quite a strange thing. So the poet considered it a miracle. Miracle means a kind of strange behavior. चमत्कार जैसे हम कहते हैं इंग्लिश में, हिंदी में. It is a miracle for the poet. It is a quality of fire that it consider that it burns. It is a characteristic of fire that whoever comes in contact with fire, it burns. Similarly, the ice is the symbol of coldness. But here in this case, the opposite reaction is taking place. The fire is hardening ice and flames are appearing from the ice. The fire is hardening ice instead of melting ice, but here in this case the fire is hardening ice. In what sense it is hardening? Because the lover again and again is persuading, but the beloved is not willing to accept his love. In this way is hardening, and flames are appearing from the ice. But you must have noticed that when you have a slab of ice, the smoke comes out from it. So that is also a symbol of burning. So that is some kind of fire in it, some kind of energy in it. The ice, in other words, The poet says both beloved and lover love each other passionately. Eh? So, as the fire is burning, the smoke is coming out from it. Similarly, the smoke is also coming out from eyes. So, the poet wants to say that due to shyness, due to society, due to traditions, due to environment, the lover or beloved is not willing to accept his love. They feel some kind of shyness, and they feel that it could not be considered a good gestures if they declare it openly. So that was the society of Elizabethan age. That how they consider the traditions and the values of the society, that despite the lover's repeated request, she does not accept his love openly. The poet concludes the poem with this remark that in the case of true lovers, the normal paths are changed. That when two persons love passionately, or in real they are the true lovers, they have this capacity to change the world, to change the path. The true lovers do not care about the world. They are devoted to each other. They are in spiritual bond. Yesterday I told you also that there are two kinds of love. The one is platonic love, and another one is earthly or mundane love. Uh, so when you love a person by soul, uh, so the physical beauty, or the you can say the physical contact doesn't matter, because you love the soul of the person. There is a thing which binds you together. So they do not care about the worldly matters. When the two persons love spiritually, they are not bothered about the world. They are devoted to each other. They are centered in each other. So I hope that the poem gives a great moral lesson, and it also makes clear the meaning of true love, which in our society has become very vulgarized. The people take it and not too seriously, but any kind of affection, or you can say that physical attraction, they give the name of love. But in true sense, true love is a spiritual bond, and that is forever. The true lovers are devoted to each other. They don't care about the world and society. I hope that you would follow the example, and do the rightful exercise, as I am telling you again and again, that you should write it down, and make a copy, and also prepare for your final exams. I hope that you will consider my opinion. Thank you.